guys looking at? Why are you looking at me like that? Get the hell out of here! You're jealous because I can grow facial hair? Get out of here! Get the f out of here now! You are ahead by a century. And we are live and on location. We are checking out a local thrift store, and I'm gonna check out the retro gaming store. I'm gonna shut my phone off before I get in a car accident. Whoa! Take two. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna check out a local thrift store and a retro gaming store in my area. Just passing through town for work purposes, and I just got off work early. It's around 1 in the afternoon. And did you see the clips at the beginning of the video there? I took a trip to Kingston. I was there for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Thanksgiving Monday for work purposes. And a real beautiful town. As you can see the sign there, Tragically Hip Way. Tragically Hip is a band from Kingston, probably the biggest band from Kingston, if not one of. And obviously the lead singer, Gordon Downey, passed away from cancer a couple of years ago. So they've got a street downtown named after him. It's pretty cool. Maybe next time I go to Kingston, I'll show you guys a little bit more around town. And then you saw the rocks along the side of the road. That's the Canadian Shield. That runs all through Canada. And you can see it as you're driving down the main highway, the 401 through Ontario. So pretty cool as well. And you saw the water as well. That's the St. Lawrence River, which divides the U.S. In the Canadian land. So yeah, all that to be said, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's go hunt for some games, baby. Looks like Radical Reggie finally threw his mattress out. Alright, so we didn't do too bad at all. So let's head back to the games room and finish this video off, and I'll show you what I picked up. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Yeah, so I got some incredible pickups here. This is gonna blow your this is gonna blow your mind. So let's get right into it. Now, before we begin, one thing I do want to do, actually have a sip of my wine. One thing I do want to mention, especially when you're out in the wild, you're at the thrift stores, wherever you are, obviously, Lawrence, you can attest to this, especially if you're in one of the bigger pockets for COVID-19. When you get home, you're going to want to obviously take some sanitizer wipes and not only sanitize your hands, your ass, anything you touched, you're going to want to sanitize anything you bought. And I'm not talking just the case. Just douse these wipes all over the disc. Obviously not the side where you need the laser to beam off of it, but you know what I mean. Because COVID-19, we don't know enough about it. It could definitely be transmitted not only from somebody coughing in your face, but it could be perhaps on a game case. So just be careful and be, mindful of what you're picking up out there. You don't know where it came from, whose basement, mom's basement it came from, or whatever the case may be. Just be very careful. So that being said, yes, I want to get into this. This is a game that I've had for a couple of years. I actually picked this up in Toronto a couple of years ago at an EB Games, believe it or not. And I only paid $7.99 for it. And it's a hard-to-find game. Test Drive Unlimited. And there is a reason why I'm bringing this up. We'll get to that in a few minutes. So when I went to my local game store, they had some really good deals. The games in a nice little goodie bag as well. So, as most of you probably know, I'm slowly dipping my toes in the PS3 water. I still haven't picked up a PS3 console, and believe it or not, since the time of my last video talking about showing some interest in getting a PS3, doing a lot of searches online on the classifieds, and people are asking a lot of money for PS3s lately. I'm talking $120, $130, $150, which is bizarre to me because for the longest time, and you can probably still find them, Xbox 360s at the thrift store. I'm talking like slim model, 250 gigabyte model for like $20, $30. And even the Xbox Ones are starting to pop up at the thrift store as well. So that being said, I'm not in any rush. I'll get a PS3 when the right one comes along my way. I don't want to rush into that. I did a bit of research on the first model, the fat model, and there's a lot of reliability issues. It's like a ticking time bomb, so I'm going to stay away from that model. That being said, I picked up a PS3 game, and I don't know if I would like this game or not, but I'm a huge fan of Willem Dafoe, a huge fan of all of his movies, pretty much all of his movies, and that's Beyond Two Souls. Now I picked this up, the price was right, it was about $16.99, and yeah, that's Ellen Page. I believe this is from DreamWorks, if I'm not mistaken. Correct, oh, Quantum Dream, excuse me. And I think they actually did the other game I picked up for the PS3 as well, Heavy Rain. And this is the Steelbook, and you know, it is complete as well, complete in box. So I thought it was real nice. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna only buy exclusives that were on the PS3. And anything that was a multi-plat goes on the 360. That's how I'm going to divide it. Anyone knows, in most cases, the 360 ran the multi-plats better than the PS3. So we're going to stick with the 360 for any multi-plats, and any exclusives, like I said, will be on the PS3. Now that being said, I just realized this today. Hey, I make mistakes just like anybody else. There is a reason why the PS3 cases are different than the Xbox 360. The 360 cases are based on DVD cases, and these are based on Blu-ray cases. I kind of had an inkling about this being a Blu-ray case, not the Steelbook, but you know what I mean. But the 360 I never really clued in, but obviously that's based on the size of a DVD case. So just something to be aware of if you're collecting for those consoles. Hey, not everybody likes the Blu-ray cases. I'm not a huge fan of them either. I actually prefer the bigger box DVD style cases of the Xbox 360. I'm just throwing it out there. It displays the artwork on the box nicer. You can see the spine. So that being said, at the same game store, they had Split Second, a game I've been looking for forever, and they had it on the PS3. Well, again, I want to have all the multi-plats confined to the 360. So sure as shit, they had Split Second for the Xbox 360. So I've been trying to hunt this down, and the reason why I like going to the retro gaming store in my area, they don't take trade-ins unless the games are absolutely dead mint. We're talking no scratches on the discs and complete in box for the most part. So there you have it, Split Second. I'm gonna try to pop this on tonight. Can't believe I picked this up, thank God. Now the last game I picked up, how are we doing for time here? We're already at the 6-minute mark, we'll keep going. The last game I picked up here, I think Marcus, you might get a kick out of this. Eddie from Texas, you might get a kick out of this as well. So I've talked about this before on my channel, and I was talking about it with Wet Bryce, formerly known as Warehouse Dave, the artist formerly known as. And basically, a lot of these games on the 360 and the PS3, they're by no means rare. Especially when you're talking about games like Call of Duty, and a lot of the racing games like Need for Speed. Even Split Second, I had a hard time finding it, but I don't think it's by any means rare. There are a few games on the 7th gen of consoles that were, for lack of better term, probably low print, and they're extremely hard to find in the wild. Well, that's why I brought this up at the beginning of the video. This is one that you really don't see in the wild too often. Again, you see Split Second all the time, Need for Speed, Dirt, but you don't see Test Drive Unlimited too often. Well, when I was at the used game store today. I couldn't believe it when I saw this. I paid a pretty penny for it. I paid $18.99, which is about what it goes on eBay, plus shipping and handling on top of that. But here it is, Dead Mint, Test Drive Unlimited 2. I've only ever seen this in the wild once, and that was in Toronto, and it was at a premium game store in Toronto. So I can't believe I have Test Drive Unlimited 2. Be honest, have you guys ever seen this in the wild? So yeah, like I said, absolutely mint. So now I've got the sequel to Test Drive Unlimited on the Xbox 360. Very happy to have this, and like I said, it's mint. The case, you can still see the shine on it. So yeah, while all you guys are, salivating at the mouth for the Xbox One Series X, and the PS5, I'll be over here chipping away at the Xbox 360, the original Xbox, and the Xbox One. Now, I skipped over to the thrift store across the street from the game store, and believe it or not, they actually had Crazy Taxi 3 for the original Xbox. I didn't even know that was on the original Xbox. Would have picked it up, it was $5, but the disc was all scratched to hell, so I passed over on that. However, I picked up a game that, well, let me backtrack a bit. Again, I was talking to Wet Bryce about this as well. The Nintendo Wii, a lot of you guys need to understand, yes, the shovelware has not gone up in price, but the premium titles on the Nintendo Wii, oh my god, the Wii is now becoming expensive to collect for. Now this game that I'm going to show you, I was looking for it because it's kind of a companion piece to a game I have for the Wii U, which is Luigi U, and that's the one that comes in the green case. And that's Super Mario Bros. Wii in the red case. Now, for the longest time, this game, at least in Canada, it was $29.99 used. I couldn't find it any cheaper. I swear to God. I can remember like 7 or 8 years ago, you go to a friggin' thrift store, you could probably find this game for $5. Not anymore. It's like $30, $40. I was lucky enough to find this for $14.99. And it's absolutely mint with the registry card. So yeah, I finally got Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now, will I play this game? I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of this style of Mario. The artistic direction that they took the series, not crazy on it. This was very much a want more than a need. I wanted to have it in my collection just to have a companion piece to Super Luigi U that's on the Wii U. So you guys let me know, was there a Super Mario Brothers Wii U? Was it the same game as this? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, crazy, eh? I picked all this up for $70, so Canadian Gamer opened up his wallet today. But like I said, the pick of the litter has to be TDU2. Can't believe I found this out in the wild. So yeah, exciting times. Again, continue to grow my Xbox 360, PS3, Sega Genesis, Nintendo Wii, and original Xbox collections in PS2. So having a ball with that. Like I said, you could go out and buy a brand new game for $100, or you could go out and buy 5 games for $70. So you do the math. So that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh man, it feels good to shave my face. Had to get that cum catcher off my face. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care.
And I mean, maybe, but I guess now we just have to wait and see. How about you? Are you excited for the Dreamcast Mini? Are you excited? How about you? Are you excited? How about you? Are you excited for the Dreamcast Mini? Do you think that this is just something that's